I'm 0 degrees, way too cold. Yeah, I'm killing it, I'm the realest. Ain't gotta say, gotta know you feel it. My flow got a cold, sick as the illest. I know that I'm great and they about to witness me going in. I went way up, about to go again. You see me on the telly, then you tell a friend. Cause you know I'm about to rain, it'll never end. Cause I got big dreams, big goals, never settle, gotta keep on going now. You say you got it in that Red Bull, I got the wings and I ain't coming down. No. I keep it straight, every line is so intentional. This is your moment to let it go. You know that I'm into them way too cold. Too cold. You can't manage this, can't break this, boy, I'm funded. Gotta keep my G's just when you not 100, From the same ones say they love you, lately funny, You can't match my energy, and yeah, you know it, Way too cold. too cold. Yeah.
I said it before. It gets as bad as it can get. And most of the time you don't win it.
You remember where you came from. And you remember what he did to you last time, right?
You lost that fight, Rock, for all the wrong reasons. You lost your edge. Now, when we fought, you had the eye of the tiger and the edge. And now you gotta get it back. And the way to get it back is to go back to the beginning. You know what I mean?
You know, there's only 3 steps into that ring. And tonight it's gonna look as high as a mountain.
All right, so welcome back to Dallas Center Grimes. High school to the stable, where we have non-conference basketball between the Dallas Center Grimes Mustangs and the Ankeny Hawks. Ankeny Hawks coming into tonight, 5-6 record, but they just beat Johnston last Friday night. So they are on a winning streak. This is a great 4A matchup. Again, the series is tied 1-1 between the Hawks and the Mustangs. Mustangs now have moved to 7-3, 6-0 in conference play. This is a non-conference game, but they had a big win last Friday night at Pella. 2 big things that happened at Pella, Pat. Number 1, Kyle Kaysen scored 42 points, tied the school record with number of points in a game. But unfortunately, we had injury to Tate Perrin, who is our starting point guard and the glue to the Mustang team. So as the Mustangs come in tonight, obviously this is a non-conference game. It makes no difference as far as conference championships go, but it does, similar to the girls, prepare you for postseason in a way that the conference doesn't, because you want to have some of these games against these 4A teams to prepare you, because that's who you're playing against in postseason. We are in the 4A, Class 4A now. Ankeny Hawks in the 4A as well. So 4A matchup tonight, non-conference.
Yeah, and this is a different situation than where the girls are at, the Hawkettes and the Mustangs. In the girls' game, we are 4A, the Hawkettes are 5A. In boys' sports, there's only 4 classes, and both of us are in the same class. So a little bit different situation that we run into, and we had talked about size a little bit, and I'm just looking down below down there, and there is some serious size for the Hawks right down there. I don't know, the kid down there on the block right now, that's all of 6'9" to 6'10" right there.
Yeah. For Ankeny, everything runs through number 35, Rio Aguirre. He averages 21 points, one of the best offensive players in the state, just a junior. And you take away Tate Perrin from our team, who's arguably one of our best defenders, right? And so I think it's going to be real key in talking to Coach Rankin that they're going to have to rotate 6 or 8 guys, probably, just in trying to stick with Rio Aguirre and try to keep him in check throughout the night.
Yeah, so you're not going to stop it. You only hope to contain it. That's a 20-point score a game. Can you keep him at or below his average? I mean, and that really has to be your goal on something like this. He's going to get his points. He's like Kyle Kaysen for us, where, I mean, we've watched Kyle not score in a quarter and then go through for 25 in the next 3.
Yeah.
So he's going to score. Everybody else, what are you going to do to everybody else to keep that from going? And I would say Tate Perrin is might be one of the best defenders that I've seen in the Mustangs program in years.
Yeah, so being without Tate, that's a loss for the Mustangs, obviously, tonight. Talking to Coach Rankin this week, I asked him, what's pleasing you right now about your team? And he said how we're preparing. He said also just the mental toughness that they showed. Yeah. Losing Tate Friday night and being down 3 late, they battled with Pella, and they were able to come up with the victory, and they really stuck together as a team and made some great plays down the end, and that's really what we're going to need tonight from the Mustangs as well.
Brody Burke is going to have to be huge in a way that he's never been huge. Mateo, he's going to have to be huge because it's kids like that. Carter Swantes, the senior spotlight, he's going to have to be huge. These are the kids. This is a big team, a strong team, the Hawks. They are going to rebound aggressively on the offensive boards, and they're going to be effective there. They get multiple shots off of that. They rebound really, really well on the offensive boards. So they're sending everybody there. Now, if they don't get that, we got to be prepared, and we will, to end up scoring on that transition.
Right. As we talked about earlier in the girls' game, Ankeny Hawks come in as just a 5-6 record on the year. But look at those teams that they've played. Right, they've lost to Valley twice. Valley's number 2 in the state. But they did, as we mentioned, just come off a big win last Friday. They just beat Johnston, which I'm sure is a confidence builder for you as you're going through. We played Johnston earlier this season. That's one of our 3 losses that we have, was to Johnston, to ADM, who's ranked in Class 3A, and then to Des Moines Christian, who was ranked in Class 3A, who've now dropped out of the rankings. But it will be an interesting matchup. I think I'd like to say this is actually going to be a close game, and we heard that from Carter. We asked him his preview. Sure. He thought that it's going to come down to the wire. It should be a close game. Yeah,
and I would expect that same thing. If you can defend and rebound, you got a chance. And we go back to that last game. We just had a hard time defending the size and the athleticism and the strength. We had a hard time with that. It ended up basically a 30-point game. I don't foresee that in this game, but that's why you play the game.
Yeah. I will be interested to see how do the Mustangs respond without Tate. And, you see that a lot of times with a team, whether it's, a team has an injury, or at the collegiate or pro level, a coach gets fired. You see a team usually rally that following game. Right. And, they really kind of dig deep, and they want to play in honor for that person. And we saw some of that Friday down in Pella, another opportunity for the Mustangs tonight. So as we get ready to go down to the floor for the player introductions, we do want to just thank our sponsors, Charter Bank, 15 Hands Real Estate, Schaefer's Auto Body, and our game sponsors tonight, Septagon Construction, 515 Fieldhouse, and Midwest Heritage Bank. We'll go down to the floor now for player introductions.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. To our next community, to our fans here supporting DCG, welcome back to Chambers Stable. Here at DCG High School, tonight's game between the Ankeny Hawks and our DCG Mustangs. Our main sponsor of sports tonight's contest are Midwest Heritage, Septagon Construction, 515 Fieldhouse. They will be an important fitness partner of DCG Music Club and DCG Athletics. Now please turn your attention to the video board for sports pursuit meeting.
As DCG student athletes, we are grateful to have supported you. We know there are thousands of people cheering us on every day. Here are a few reminders to stay here. Keep up to this support. The DCG way showcases the positive community. When our opponents are being asked for being accessible and real to their lives. If we don't play down on this release, there's a national anthem. It's all part. Direct your attention to the flag. There's no arguing with the officials. If we didn't have them, we would have them. The ports in the map are all over the ground. Please stay out of the competition pool. There's so many of this support activities. Let's make this a memorable experience for everyone involved. Now sit back and enjoy the game. Go Mustangs!
Thank you, cheerleaders. A reminder to all spectators that the first row of bleachers is to remain clear for the safety of the players and officials. Thank you for your cooperation. Tonight's officials, as assigned by the Iowa Basketball Coaches Association, are Ken Norman, Warren McBride, and Andrew Randall. If these guys happen to call unnecessary roughness with a physical tackle on Patrick Mahomes, we don't need to question them. They are the certified officials, let them do their job, and consider being certified to help reduce the shortage of officials in the state of Iowa. Tonight's athletic trainer from Athletic was Jared Twitter. Now let's meet
At guard, a 6'1" senior, number 5, Luke Anderson. At guard, a 6'3" junior, number 21, Kale Roush. At forward, a 6'2" junior, number 23, Drew Sorensen. At guard, a 6'1" sophomore, number 25, Rasani Campbell. And at guard, a 6'2" junior, number 35, Rio Aguirre. Assistant coaches for Ankeny are Lincoln Connery, Jamie Montgomery, Brandon Johnson, and Mark Roush. The head coach is Branch Carlson. And now, let's meet the starting lineup for our Dallas Center Grimes Mustangs. At guard, a 6'2" senior, number 12, Kyle Casey. At guard, a 6' senior, number 14, Cameron Allen. At guard, 5'10" junior, number 20, Hudson. At guard, a 6'1" senior, number 30, Mateo Jolota. And at center, a 6'7" sophomore, number 44, Brody Burke. The assistant coaches for the Mustangs are Eric Resch, Captain Jewel, Patrick O'Connell, and Dylan Sloan. The head coach for the Mustangs is Joel Rankin.
All right, so the starting lineups are up, and we are ready for non-conference basketball on this chilly January night, but it's heated up here in Mustangs Gym, the stable, where we have Dallas Center Grimes Mustangs taking on Ankeny Hawks. The series is 1-1 between these two teams. I'm Christine Megason alongside Pat O'Brien, and starters for the Ankeny Hawks tonight, number 5, Luke Anderson, number 21, Cale Roush, 23, Drew Sorensen, 25, Jasani Campbell, and number 35, Rio Aguirre. For the Mustangs, number 12, Kyle Kaysen, substituting in for missing Tate Perrin, who was injured last Friday night at Pella, is Cameron Allen. Number 20, Hudson Heidricken, 30, Mateo Jalota, and number 44, Brody Burke. I'd like to see a hot start from the Mustangs tonight, just like we saw on the girls' side out of Ankeny.
Yeah, absolutely. That would be nice. That sets the stage.
So Heidricken penetrates the lane. Now Jalota, nice move by Mateo. And that was one thing we talked about, Pat. We'd like to see Mateo really step in, kind of create, fill some of that gap that missing Tate tonight.
Yeah, and he's proven that he can do it. Now it's just a matter of getting in there and doing it against a bigger, stronger team right here. There's that offensive rebound that we were talking about. We have to get those rebounds right there. This gets extra possessions for the Hawks.
Yeah, three-pointer by Aguirre was no good, but Ankeny able to get the rebound. Number 5, Luke Anderson with the putback.
A lot of pressure out top. I've always thought if they're going to pressure that heavy up front, you drive that ball right into the body and you force that contact, that ball foul.
It's an interesting matchup as we have Aguirre guarding Kaysen. Those are the two to watch for the Mustangs and the Hawks. So to see the two of them battle it out will be an interesting night.
Yeah, absolutely. You want your one-on-one, right?
Yeah, nice move by Kyle, just underneath the basket, unable to get that shot to fall. Number 25, Jasani Campbell from 3, no good. Rebound, Kaysen. Mustangs in white moving left to right on your screen. Ankeny in black moving right to left. Kaysen coming off a 42-point game on Friday night at Pella. That's a school record, Pat, 42 points. But tonight, so far, it's been all Mateo Jalota, who has the first 4 points for the Mustangs.
Yeah, and Jalota, he might end up with the 42 points tonight, which would be
fantastic.
Just what the doctor ordered.
Absolutely. So again, in case of you who are tuning in, Tate Perrin, who was injured in Pella, is not dressed tonight, so we're without our starting point guard. He's been the starting point guard for the Mustangs since he was a sophomore, now a senior. Substituting and filling in for him tonight, number 14, Cameron Allen. So it was off the Mustangs. Ankeny will take the ball out underneath. Ooh, nice feed in to number 23, Drew Sorensen, but blocked by the Mustangs. Going the other direction, Kyle Kaysen, drive and basket. Nice strong move by Kyle Kaysen.
There's just some people, it just looks easy.
He does make it look easy.
I mean, that just is like, all right, everybody get out of the way, I'm going to make this basket. And that's not the way it is. There's hands and arms everywhere.
So who to watch for the Ankeny Hawks is that guy right there, number 35, Aguirre, leading scorer for them, averaging around 21 points per game. Brody Burke from 3, he was feeling it. Ball does not fall. So going the other direction, rebound was number 23, Drew Sorensen. Aguirre from 3, too much. Mustangs finally able to come up with a rebound, Brody Burke.
Yeah, those are the ones. We know they're going to go after them rebounds right there. We get that rebound, we slip somebody out, we have an opportunity to get easy baskets the other direction.
Yeah, get out in transition. Nice move there by Mateo, and just rolled around the rim, but not in. Sorensen out to Luke Anderson. Nice recovery by the Mustangs defensively.
You watch this defense on how tight they play defense right there. This is exactly what the Hawkettes were doing to our girls. There was no separation.
And three-pointer by number 21, Kale Roush, unable to go. Kyle Kaysen pulls up for three on the other end, and getting out in transition is Aguirre, and he just set himself up perfectly for that contact. He could find that defender coming, kind of had a hesitation, allowed that foul to come in. It's going to be on
Cam Allen,
number 14.
And that's a good foul by Cameron Allen right there. I mean, you don't want him to get the ball up and make that, but at the same time, he did the right thing there. And I think, you look at it, and offensively, you're just strong.
Some substitutions for the Hawks. Number 3, Lamarius Clark. Number 11, Dylan Gloviak. Number 13, Evan Erlmeyer. In for the Mustangs, number 22, freshman Chase Perrin.
And Chase is one of those that he will be able to absorb some of that offensive miss.
Nice move there by Mateo. The shot's no good. Put back by Kaysen also doesn't fall. Nice shot there by Jasani Campbell. Rebound Heigerken. It appears at this point that these teams just seem very evenly matched.
Yeah. There's not a discrepancy, but I'm going down low right now. We have a huge advantage down there.
Yeah, and they're just trying to get the ball in, but number 13, Evan Erlmeyer, real pesky. Had help there on the backside by number 3, Marius Clark. Checking in for the Mustangs, number 42, Carter Schwantes.
And this might be where Schwantes just has a wider lower body right there where he'll be able to have that strength to hold these defenders off.
Well, we asked him, you're a little bit undersized as a post player, as a center. How do you do that? We talked to him during the Senior Spotlight during the girls' game. He said, I just put my body into them.
Right?
Yep, I'm just going to
absolutely.
use my size. I'm just going to try to establish some contact.
And that's what you have to do. You have to get in that uncomfortable spot right there as a defender offensive either way.
So Kyle Kaysen was fouled on that shot by number 3, Lamarius Clark for Ankeny. Kaysen at the line. He made his first, not surprised, Pat, he's a 90% free throw shooter.
Yeah, he's money from the line.
And he was down the stretch at Pella, unstoppable from the free throw line. It made all the difference for the Mustangs, picking up that victory and contributing to Kyle's 42 points that he had in the game. So DCG currently leading 8-7 over Ankeny. Just over 3 minutes left to go in the first quarter. Aguirre with the shot, contact, but no foul. I think that was good defense, just straight up, right? Out to the far side to Chase Perrin for 3. That's a 15 hands real estate three-pointer by Chase Perrin.
Yeah, and that just like we said, I mean, if he's open, he's going to shoot, and he needs to.
So that extends Dow Center Grimes' lead 11-7 over Ankeny. Good defense by the Mustangs. From the outside, number 13, Evan Erlmeyer for 3. It may have just been a two-pointer. No, that was for 3. So 3 there by Evan Erlmeyer for the Hawks. Brings it within 1. Kaysen up top. Drive to the hoop. Nice strong move.
Jeez, a lot of body there.
Too strong. Off the glass. Going the other way. Ball gets away from number 11, Dylan Gloviak. Aguirre, nice cut to the basket.
Jeez,
that looks like a foul.
Travel. 7 times there.
Yeah, he was trying to do the Euro step, but he ended up just taking actual steps.
Yeah, the defense collapsed on that Euro step. I mean, that was great defense right there.
And we talked about this before the game. Excuse me. Checking in for the Mustangs, number 10, Cooper Houston.
And Cooper's another one that will be able to defend well, and he can shoot the ball. So this is one of my first games watching him get them real good varsity minutes, that he'll be there all the time next year.
Well, and Coach Rankin said, we have to fill a big defensive gap in missing Tate Perrin tonight. And he said, we're going to do that with probably 6 or 8 different guys.
Yeah,
right?
why not?
And we've already seen, Cam Allen started on the night, but we've already seen Cooper Houston into the game. We've seen number 34 now. Jacob Hope has entered into the game. So we're going to rotate a bunch of guys, keep fresh legs, keep the defense up to try to make up for missing Tate Perrin tonight.
And
with
again,
injury.
the ability to rebound is paramount for this team.
Yeah, we are small right now on the floor with Houston and Perrin. Nice rebound there, Kyle Kaysen. Out to Houston. He looks ahead, out to the outside. Chase Perrin for 3. That's good. That's a 15 hands real estate three-pointer by Chase Perrin. And a fantastic job by Cooper Houston. Looking ahead, finding him in the corner.
And we're going to get to watch that for another 3 years. I mean, it's just a great thing to see.
Sorensen with the ball to Aguirre. Oh, Sorensen's going to take it for 3. Nice look, just didn't fall. Kyle Kaysen pushing up front to Houston, out to Chase Perrin. Oh, they know to find him that time.
Yeah, now that should open some things up.
Down
when
low.
Absolutely, when those big baskets start going, open it up in the
Nice job
middle.
for Chase Perrin. He finds that mid-range jumper. Nice roll, and he gets it. Dallas Center Grimes now leading 16-10. Chase Perrin now with 8 points of his own. He has half the points for the Mustangs.
It's unbelievable. He's been this is no joke. I mean, he's capable. He's done it before in other games. This is not his first rodeo.
Ankeny's going to hold for a final shot here of the quarter. Ball in the hands of Aguirre. Out to Dylan Gloviak for 3, and he makes it. Nice execution by the Hawks.
The disappointment on that is that there was nobody within 5, 6, 7 feet of him. It's just like shooting fish in a barrel right there. It is what it is.
So as we end the first quarter, Dallas Center Grimes leading Ankeny Hawks 16-13. We'll take this opportunity now to thank our sponsor.
Come bank with your friends and neighbors at Charter Bank.
The service is excellent, the local staff is professional, and customers are treated as human beings in Waukee.
As a retired banker, I know and appreciate the advantages that community banks have over the large impersonal banks. Thanks for everything you have done for us in Johnston.
We started at Charter Bank when we moved to Grimes, and we thoroughly enjoy your services.
I've been waiting 18 years for Charter Bank to come to Ankeny, ever since the bank opened in Johnston.
Chart your success with Charter Bank in Johnston, Grimes, Waukee, and Ankeny.
So welcome back. Thank you to Charter Bank, one of our sponsors as well. Our 15 Hands Real Estate is our 3-point sponsor. If you're buying, selling, or building a home, it doesn't have to be complicated. The 15 Hands Real Estate team has the knowledge, resources, and commitment to help you reach your goals. Schaefer's Auto Body is our charge sponsor. Our game sponsors tonight, Septagon Construction, 515 Fieldhouse, and Midwest Heritage Bank. So as we kick off the second quarter, Dallas Center Grimes Mustangs leading the Ankeny Hawks 16-13.
Great first quarter right there by the Mustangs, and very good quarter for the Hawks too.
Yeah, for both teams. I think it's about what we expected. We were going to see Aguirre, we were going to see Kaysen. It's nice to see Chase Perrin is factoring into the mix. He's still on the floor for the Mustangs. A little tip ball there, recovered by the Mustangs. So we're going the other way. Delocha is going to set up the offense for the Mustangs. Mustangs in white, moving left to right on your screen. Ankeny Hawks in the black uniforms tonight. Down to 15 on the shot clock for the Mustangs. Kyle Kaysen, and it's going to be tipped away by number 11, Dylan Gloviak, going the other direction. Evan Erlmeyer finds Aguirre on the outside, and a foul on the play. So Aguirre makes the three-pointer, fouled by Jalota, so he will go to the line to complete the 4-point play.
Yeah, the breakaway right there set up with the turnover. And, we said it in the beginning of the defenses get used to what you're doing, how you go about moving the ball around. And you go forward into the defender, you turn around, and now you're facing the other basket versus your own. You can't see where the defenders are at. It really allows the defense, if they're focused on that, to come in and swipe those balls away.
But that's not what happened. Instead, there was the foul. So
Right.
Foul was on Mateo. So that will put Aguirre at the line to complete the 4-point play. We're all tied up at this point. Quick 30-second timeout by Coach Rankin. Let's get refocused. Ankeny on a little bit of a scoring run right here.
Yeah.
So it says take care of the ball.
Games are not won or lost on one possession. So don't have two possessions like that.
Aguirre makes the free throw, so he completes the 4-point play. He has 9 points for the Hawks. 11, Dylan Gloviak doing a great job of shooting those passing lanes. He had a couple of moments like that where he's tipped the ball away. So Mustangs will get their offense set up. 20 to go on the shot clock. Good defense by the Hawks. Man, Dylan Gloviak has really come in and given some really great minutes defensively for the Hawks.
They're going to have to start hitting Cooper Rush on that wing right now. That's twice that they've pushed the ball away, gone away from that corner over there, either down low or looking another spot. They're going to have to hit them. All 5 players have got to be a part of this offense because that's what spreads out the defense.
So checking in for the Mustangs, number 20, Hudson Heigerk, and number 50, Wyatt Valenta. For Ankeny, number 21, Cale Roush, number 5, Luke Anderson, and number 23, Drew Sorensen. Nice attempt there for a tip up to Kyle. It's going to be off Ankeny, so Mustang ball underneath. Let's see if Mustangs can get something going offensively this time. And we're seeing a great battle between Aguirre and Kyle Kaysen.
Right now, I think Kyle's pressing a little bit too much, trying to force the offensive action, but he's lived that way for a long time, so it's hard to be discouraged by that because he's going to get his points.
Long three-pointer by Luke Anderson doesn't fall, so Mustangs go the other direction. Jalota driving into the lane, getting tied up. Hudson Heigerken, there was a tie-up there with Jasani Campbell, so there was no traveling or double dribble call there. Brody Burke down low. Be strong, Brody Burke. Nice work.
And that's the play we talked about at the beginning. He's got to be strong. He's got to be big. He's got an advantage down there. Position your body just exactly like he did right there. Get to the top of the box, swing that thing to the other side for a layup.
The foul was on number 21, Cale Roush, so Burke will go to the line. Checking in for the Mustangs, number 14, Cameron Allen. Burke too strong on the free throw. Rebound by the Hawks. DCG with a 1-point lead, 18-17. Ooh. So real tight defense there by Mateo, and you could tell Aguirre just did not like it and wanted to create some space. So there was an offensive foul on Aguirre as he used that forearm to kind of push Mateo back.
And that's the second time. That's the first time called, but the second time I've seen it right there. Luckily, that one went in our favor.
First foul on Aguirre, it's 2 team fouls in the quarter for the Mustangs.
Yeah, fouls typically there are fouls, but these smart players like that, they know. It's like, I'm good.
So out of bounds, tip by the Hawks, so Mustangs will take it out. Nice move there again by Jalota. Blocked, he recovered back up. Nice move there by Valenta to put back.
the
way to
wide
stick
bodies,
with
I
it.
think that's where they're going to be able to feast as they get in there. He did a very nice job putting that thing up on the board.
Back to Drew Sorensen as he cut through the lane. That was a nice give and go there by the Hawks. Delota up to the corner, Cam Allen to Heigerken. Mustangs will set up their offense.
Wow, this lineup that we've got out there right now, it's like the land of misfit toys out there.
Yeah, guys that I don't know that we've ever seen this combination together. We'll see what they're able to accomplish, but giving a breather here to Kyle Kaysen.
But it just goes to the versatility that you have as a program and a team right there. Everybody believes in everybody.
And just the depth that the Mustangs have, and we've said that all along. I mean, we keep waiting for Coach Rankin to kind of narrow his rotation down to 8 guys like he likes to have,
right.
But it's continued to stay at that 12, 14 guys, and they're all contributing in different ways, and that's what he's able to do tonight. We're missing a major piece in Tate Perrin, and yet he's rotating through a bunch of guys and finding some success. The foul was on number 23, Drew Sorensen there, so third team foul in the quarter. We did have a substitution for the Mustangs, number 55, Luke Lorenzen.
This is where Heigerken's going to have to get open here.
Nice floater by Heigerken. Tried to have the putback there by Lorenzen, but it didn't go. Moving ahead, Allen trying to get in position to take that charge, but it's going to be a blocking foul on Allen, and number 25, Jasani Campbell, is going to go to the line for the Hawks. Tight game, 20-19. DCG currently leading. First free throw by Campbell is good. Checking in for the Mustangs, number 22, Chase Perrin.
65% on the year for Campbell.
So 50% for the night. As he misses the second, Mustangs will go the other way. All tied up now at 20 apiece. Kyle Kaysen from 3, no good. Luke Anderson to Campbell. His three-pointer is no good, but rebound Kyle Roush, that long rebound. Kyle was able to just go right in and grab that. Aguirre thought about it, but he's going to.
Yeah, the Hawks are getting those offensive rebounds. They're sending 3 to the offensive glass every single time and releasing 2 to stop that fast break if it were to happen. They got lucky on that possession. That's 3 possessions that they got on that one right there, and that's how you win ball games.
Yeah, Mustang looked like, Chase Perrin in the corner for 3, and in and out. Tip off of Valenta. It's going to go the other direction. Defensively, the Mustang were in kind of like a box and one there. Yeah. They had Chase Perrin face guarding Rio Aguirre, and then they were kind of in that box zone defense. And Gary just has the height differential there on Chase Perrin. So,
well, everybody's going to have the height differential on Chase Perrin.
Now it looks like we're back more into a man-to-man defensively for the Mustangs.
I like this set right here. I've not seen an offensive set that's like an out-of-bounds play from right there in the corner.
Yeah, but from offense, Aguirre missed from the corner. There was contact, but no foul called. Still tied at 20. 2:22 to go in the first half. Mustangs will set up their offense and that rotation. Up top now, Lorenzen to Kyle Kaysen, one-on-one with Aguirre on the other side, but 21, Kale Roush comes in. Dump down to Lorenzen is no good, but he is fouled. Foul is now on number 35, Rio Aguirre. So Lorenzen at the line. Free throw is short. Checking in for the Hawks, number 11, Dylan Gloviak. Number 13, Evan Erlmeyer. Number 3, Lamarius Clark. Checking in for the Mustangs, number 10, Cooper Houston. Lorenzen at the line for his second. Missed the second. Rebound is Jasani Campbell. still tied at 20. 2 minutes to go. Aguirre down low. Far side. Up top, Erlmeyer. He'll kick out to Dylan Gloviak for 3, and he's good. Man, I'm telling you, I really like this Dylan Gloviak as he's come in. He has been a spark defensively for them, and he's also had a couple of threes. From the corner, Chase Perrin, it bounces but doesn't roll.
Yeah, he's got to continue to shoot the ball. That's why he's there. He's a very good shooter. That's his thing. Could have got a foul on Kaysen right there.
Yeah. Nice move there by Campbell. Clark comes in for the rebound.
There you go.
Steal Chase Perrin, and that's going to be a foul on number 11, Dylan Gloviak. So great job to Chase Perrin in getting that ball and then just staying strong.
Very good test for the Mustangs right now, Christine. On that offensive glass, we have not played anybody that hits the offensive glass like the Hawks do.
So number 22, Chase Perrin, will go to the line. Ankeny has reached 5 fouls here now in the second quarter, so any fouls moving forward are going to be 2-shot fouls at the free throw line. Checking in for the Mustangs, number 44, Brody Burke. Perrin makes the free throw.
Those were Perrin's first 2 free throws of the year.
Wow.
So, but when you're an outside shooter, you're not a driver and slasher and things like that. Typically, you don't get the opportunities like, say, someone like Kaysen would have that goes down low.
Checking in for the Mustangs, number 20, Hudson Heigerken. So Chase Perrin is up to 9 points now for the Mustangs. Ankeny, they'll bring the ball down. Just over a minute left to go in the half. Aguirre, oh, what a cut there by Jasani Campbell. He did a fantastic job there as Campbell just cut to the basket. So there is going to be a foul underneath the basket. Foul's on number 13, Evan Erlmeyer for the Hawks. Mateo Gelota is going to go to the line for the Mustangs.
And these free throws are going to play a factor in this game. We missed one on that last one right there with Perrin. We got this one right here. Get this one, go to 23-25. You get a hold, and we can have a tie game at the end of this half.
Yeah, checking in for the Mustangs, number 14, Cameron Allen. Gelota at the line to complete his free throws, makes the second, so he's good, 2 for 2, takes the lead, or the score up to 23 for the Mustangs. Ankeny leading 25-23. Just 45 seconds left to go in the game, so Mustangs will have another shot.
Crash the boards.
Yeah, great job.
Do not give up that second shot.
Good defensive set here for the Mustangs. Get the rebound. Out to Jasani Campbell for 3. No good, but Lamarius Clark, just what we were saying, crashing the boards. There is going to be a foul on Clark. So, again, Mustangs will go to the line.
And, you wonder, on something like that, you're always going to have those effort fouls like that one right there. And that was just 2 guys going after the ball right there. There is contact. And, the fouls in the end are not going to be a problem for the team individually. You come back here, make a 1-and-1, good to go.
Yeah, hopefully Brody will make both, tie it up, leading us into the second half. He makes the first. So that brings the Mustangs up to 24. Checking in for the Hawks, number 5, Luke Anderson, and number 23, Drew Sorensen.
And obviously this will almost certainly, unless there's a wide open layup, be the last possession for Ankeny in the half.
So Burke misses the second, so DCG trails 25-24. Hawks setting up for a last second shot. Ball is in the hands of Rio Aguirre. He has 9 for the night. Campbell now with the ball. Contact by Allen on the sideline. So it's foul on Allen. It's just team 3rd for the quarter, so Hawks will take the ball out of bounds.
But that's also 3 on Cam Allen right there. He's like, God dang it, now I'm going to have to come out of the game.
Well, and he was the replacement for injured Tate Perrin, so he was a starter for us. But yeah, now he's just gotten his 3rd foul here already in the first half. Checking in for the Mustangs was number 34, Jacob
I love
Hope.
the pressure right here. They were not ready for it.
Number 5, Luke Anderson's 3-pointer, no good. Rebound, tip in, and it was not able to fall for
just
the
that
Hawks.
little spot right there where Kaysen was able to get a fingertip on there, probably saved 2 points right there.
Absolutely. So at the end of the half, Dallas Center Grimes trailing Ankeny 25-24. It's just what we expected, Pat. We talked about it in the pregame. We talked about it with Carter Schwantes during his senior spotlight. It's going to be a nail biter all the way down to the line. So one last mention of our sponsors as we get ready for our senior spotlight with Sydney Miller. We want to thank Charter Bank. Charter Bank's staff is made up of your family, friends, and neighbors. That means they support you during your successes and any challenges you may face. They're here to help. So chart your success with Charter Bank. Our game sponsors are Septagon Construction, 515 Fieldhouse, and Midwest Heritage Bank. So Sydney Miller, welcome to the live stream tonight for your senior spotlight. Yeah, we're so glad to have you. So we have Sydney Miller with us tonight. We are going to start off with just some questions, some kind of get-to-know-you questions with Pat, and then we'll just continue on our conversation, allow our live stream viewers to get to know you a little bit better, a senior on the girls' basketball team.
All right. Ready? Here we go.
Yep.
So how many social media followers do you have?
430, maybe?
She's specific. So she'll be an accountant.
This is what you need to know about Sydney. She wants to be an engineer, Pat.
Okay,
so
I get that.
When you ask her a number, she didn't
You're going to get something specific.
That's right.
There's absolutes, right? It's this or that. A favorite food?
Oh, man. I love pasta. Rice bowls.
Rice bowls. Nice. Any hobbies outside of sports? What are we going to see Sydney Miller doing?
I'd really like to paint.
Painting, nice.
I play piano.
Painting and playing piano.
Okay, she's being humble right now. She is an incredible artist. I have seen some of the paintings that she's done. Pat, if you looked at it with just the naked eye, you would think it looked like a photograph. It is.
Wow.
She is that good.
It's amazing how people have that talent.
Yeah.
Because I can't even read my own handwriting. It's so bad. So, what's your favorite animal?
That's tough. I've always liked big cats. Maybe a lion.
Maybe a lion. There you go. Any pets yourself?
We have 2 cats.
2 cats. Small cats.
That's right.
Smaller, yeah.
So if you could be anybody for a day, who would it be and why?
That's a tough one. There's a lot of cool people. Honestly, probably my dad. I think my dad's probably the coolest person I know.
Wow. We hear a lot of moms, we hear a lot of dads and stuff like that too, but that's amazing. That's awesome.
What do you think is so cool about him? I mean, Todd's a great guy.
Oh my gosh. I don't even know where to start.
Mm-hmm.
He's an amazing leader, amazing speaker. He's a pilot. That's awesome. I think that's super cool.
Yeah.
He's just got everything together.
Yeah.
Yep, he has to, for sure. No doubt about it. Any pet peeves?
Probably just like loud chewing. It used to be slow walking, but now I'm a slow walker myself.
Carter Schwantes said slow walkers.
That's right.
In his spotlight today.
Right there.
Yeah.
Are you watching anything right now? TV, be it programs or movies?
I don't watch a lot of TV. Yeah, I like to read books.
Here, very well. Well, that's about 94 seconds right there.
Yeah.
Christine and Pat.
All right. So, Sydney, welcome to the live stream and to our listeners. And you're one of 4 seniors on the girls basketball team this year. And, Sydney, you came into the DCG girls basketball program like you just came on the scene like it was an explosion. You had a fantastic freshman season and made a lot of noise on the JV team, and with great and very high expectations for your sophomore season. Came in, was a starter as a sophomore. You continued your way through your career here at DCG, but then second game of the season, tell our listeners what you experienced in that second game.
Second game, I went in about maybe 2 possessions later. I dislocated my knee, and it ended up being a full ACL tear. So
full ACL tear.
Yep.
You had surgery right what was the date of your surgery?
It was second week of December, right before break.
Yeah, like between Thanksgiving and Christmas, and so that's just what's so difficult of injuries like yours is that, you know, one day you're the second game into your senior season, the senior season that you've been looking forward to, and finishing up kind of your basketball career, and then in a flash, your career is just over. What was that experience like emotionally for you?
It was heartbreaking.
Yeah, of course it was.
Yeah. For a while, I didn't really even know what to think of it, but I've started to see some opportunities that I wouldn't have had it not happened, and I've been growing a lot, and I look forward to seeing what the team's going to do and what's going to come of my position as a leader now. It's different.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're going to have to lead in different ways now.
Yeah.
And that's hard, you know, because I put 3 girls through the program, through DCG, and I had a shoulder, not me, my kids had a shoulder and a hamstring. It was nothing significant. And those, to me, were like life-changing events. You know, so I can only imagine how, you know, these people that come back from these injuries, Carter Swan, you know, another one right there. It's like, wow, I have great respect for these kids that are doing that.
Yeah, absolutely. You talked about how you're beginning to see some of the lessons learned. What are some of the things that you're learning through this experience and this setback?
I think really for me, a big one has been selflessness, honestly. I never thought myself to be a selfish person, but as I've had less control over my situations, I've kind of realized how much I must have needed to be in control before, and I'm learning to be a little bit more caring of others versus myself, and just being there for everyone, because I can only make so much impact. And even, well, it feels like less now, but, you know.
Different.
It's different.
Yeah. I don't think that your impact is any less. It's just in a different, it's a different type of contribution to the team. Speaking of the team, you know, here you are a senior year. I know in talking with you senior girls, you had some really high hopes for what the culture would be, that you would be leading this team. And tell us a little bit more about what you wanted the culture to be and what it's been so far this season.
I think this team, probably the strongest chemistry I've seen in my 4 years. I think the culture has been great. We're a very young team. There's a lot to learn still, as we saw tonight, and honestly, I really look forward to trying to help out, trying to help people grow. I think this team could be really, really good.
Yeah, I mean, they've been competing at a really high level this season with a lot of sophomores, some freshmen, an occasional senior here or there between you and, you know, Devin, and, you know, it's just been injury plagued kind of with the senior class, and so you guys have found different ways to contribute, and you know, you're echoing what Coach Jones has said, and he has said that he thinks this is the best chemistry of any team he's ever coached, which is saying a lot because there's been a lot of great teams. As you look back on your career, what's something that you'd like others to say about Sydney Miller and the impact that you had on this program?
Oh man, I've never been a very vocal leader. I've always been a leader by action, so that's been tough this year for me. But I guess I just hope that they would remember me as like the humble, always want the best for the team, you know. I just wanted a positive, you know, positive. You
know, as I look at your career and I look at what you've done and gone through and things like that, I am very confident in saying this: no Sydney Miller, no state championship. And I've said that up here before. I mean, that's the facts. You go in off the bench in that state championship game, hit the 2 threes, and even before that, in the previous games, the ability to overcome some of those obstacles was absolutely amazing. I feel very confident, no Sydney Miller, no state championship.
Yeah.
So that, you would never say that. That's for your mom, your dad, your grandparents, and us Coach Jones would probably agree that was probably some of the bigger moments that a kid can have is right there at Wells Fargo. So congratulations to that.
Thank you.
Thank you. So Sydney, it's senior year, which means everybody that you come across in town and community is asking what's next for Sydney Miller. So we'll ask you that same question. Do you have any plans for after graduation?
Yes, I am going to Texas A&M University in College Station, starting in general engineering, and I'll also be a part of their Corps of Cadets program, so it's similar to an ROTC, so I have a lot to look forward to.
Yes, and so your recovery from the knee injury and everything, you'll be ready to go, starting up with training for that in the summer or into the fall?
Yep, I'll be there in June, and then I'll be back there first week in August.
Yeah, well, Texas A&M is a great school. College Station is fun. You're going to have an amazing experience. You're going to be part of that 12th man contributing in their football program down there. But I know that we will miss you, and DCG and the girls basketball program will miss Sydney Miller and the impact that you've had. Couldn't be prouder of you for that impact. Couldn't be prouder of what we see you continuing, the ways that you can continue to see you lead in this program despite your injury this season and just the character that you've showed.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining us for the Senior Spotlight.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, absolutely. So we can, the third quarter has kicked off right away with Dallas Center Grimes hitting a three. So lead now by the Mustangs, 27-25. Man, it's so fun for us to do those senior spotlights and have the opportunity to talk to just these amazing young people. Just every single one of them, Pat, I feel like we walk away impressed and blown away.
They're just next level kids.
Yeah.
I mean, to have the selflessness that these kids have and the ability to get through some of the challenges that they've got, they're way better and bigger than what I am, that's for sure.
So tipped defensively by the Mustangs. So the ball will stay with Ankeny. Oh, nice move. Nice cut down there by Campbell, but blocked by Burke. Kyle Kayson's going up. It was hit out of bounds, but I think they're going to say it was off Kayson, and he kind of came up there holding his shoulder. You know, I think the contact in that shot with that arm up, we're going to need to keep an eye on Kyle Kayson the rest of the game.
Yeah, for sure. That's all this team needs is another injury to a big-time player.
Nice move there by Aguirre. He was able to get his own rebound. Put back, blocked by Kayson, but there's a foul. Foul is on number 12, Kyle Kayson. So Rio Aguirre will go to the line. 82.3% free throw shooter. He makes his first.
You know, when you're a shooter, you can do everything well. And that's exactly what he is.
And he makes the second. So that ties it up. Ankeny 27, Dallas Center Grimes 27. 11 points for Aguirre so far. Cam Allen still in the game. He's carrying 3 fouls, but in for an injured Tate Perrin. Kyle Kayson for 3. Great shot by Kayson.
And that's his second one of this quarter right here. And he's on his way now to getting warmed up and getting moving.
Ankeny on the other end. Nice dribble penetration by Kale Roush. Back outside. It was tipped off Kayson.
These guys are so aggressive to that basketball, and it's hard to get a body on when they're coming in like that. I mean, that's just a very good coaching and mentality. I mean, it's a clinic on how to offensively rebound.
Absolutely. Checking in for the Mustangs, number 22, Chase Perrin. 3 by Aguirre is no good. Rebound Sorensen, but Aguirre cutting to the basket. He's fouled. So the foul is on number 44, Brody Burke. That's his second team foul of the quarter.
Burke kind of got caught in that spot where if I put my hands up, it kind of rode him out of bounds right there.
But great heads-up play by Drew Sorensen as he got that rebound to see Aguirre cutting back down through the lane to the basket. Checking in for Ankeny, Lamarius Clark, number 3. For the Mustangs, number 50, Wyatt Valenta.
Yeah, and Aguirre is 83% from the free throw line, so he can make a living at the free throw line.
And he makes the second, so that takes it up to 13 points for Aguirre, and Ankeny shores it up to a 1-point deficit. Mustangs leading 30-29. Ball out top, Wyatt Valenta. And they're just face guarding Kyle Kaysen with Clark.
Jesus. I mean, that's
a lot of contact there.
Bloodbath down there.
With
and then you get, I don't know, I guess I'm not, whatever.
So foul is on number 44, Brody Burke. That's his second. Now third team foul. Basket was good by Sorensen. So Ankeny now with the lead, 31-30. Quick 30-second timeout. So we'll thank our sponsor, Charter Bank. Charter Bank is 100% locally owned with local management and staff delivering prompt local decision-making. They're committed to helping our communities thrive. So chart your success with Charter Bank. Our 3-point sponsor tonight is 15 Hands Real Estate. Our charge sponsor is Schaefer's Auto Body. Tonight's game sponsors, Septagon Construction, 515 Fieldhouse, and Midwest Heritage Bank. We also want to thank Dallas Under Grimes Booster Club for doing such a great job providing this live stream free of charge and all the work that they do to support our student athletes. You can support the DCG Booster Club, this live stream, or other opportunities to serve the Booster Club by going to dcgboosterclub.com. Mark your calendars, February 14th for the cake auction and February 20th for trivia night. Drew Sorensen at the line for the Hawks. Miss on the free throw. Rebound, Valenta. So Ankeny leads now 31-30. Back and forth, Pat. We thought that it'd be like this, and it is. Very evenly matched teams.
Yeah, and I think the skill sets are matched up well as well.
Kyle Kaysen as he goes through the line. Aguirre was waiting for the charge, but no call. I think Kaysen did a good job of just kind of eking right by him. It wasn't just direct contact coming into that charge.
I mean, you cannot call that foul.
You had a switch there with Valenta now on Aguirre, and he pulls up for three, long three.
That shot was set up. Shooters can create their own shot like that right there. You have got to get out on him and make him drive that ball. You got help behind.
So Aguirre with 16 now for the Hawks. Cross-court pass to Valenta, up top again to Perrin. Back to Perrin. Little mid-range shot by Perrin, and he gets the roll. Chase Perrin's having a great game. He's got 11 points now for the Mustangs.
And that's going away from the basket like that for a right-handed basketball player. And shoot, that's just great touch.
Nice help defense there by Brody Burke. Someone's got to be open.
Yeah.
Good recovery by the Mustangs. Aguirre with the ball. Good drive to the basket with contact. No foul, but put back by Campbell.
Yeah, and Burke's got to get up there and challenge that right there. You can't be flat-footed right there. You got to get up there and go.
Kaysen came in. He was trying to dump it down to Valenta, but it was tapped away by Clark. Going the other direction. Sorensen, he finds Aguirre. Three-pointer, no good. It's going to be tipped off Brody Burke, I believe.
And that was one of them 50-50 calls. Those are so hard to determine. There's so many hands going all over the place. Those are hard to do.
Checking in for the Mustangs, number 20, Hudson Heikergen, number 42, Carter Schwantes, and for the Ankeny Hawks, number 11, Dylan Gloviak. He was my favorite Hawk in the first half, Pat, because he was just such a spark for them.
Oh, the big guy, 22 with the block.
Yeah, how does the freshman, way outsized in size, come up with the block there? But I love it. Nice drive to the basket by Hudson Heikergen. The ball does not fall, so Ankeny will go the other direction.
I like Heigurken on Aguirre.
Yeah, I do too.
He's perfect for that matchup right there.
He's a little bit outsized, and if they see that, they might have an opportunity to post him up. But defensively, he's got quickness.
Yeah, the quickness and speed that he's got can match up with that.
So that foul is on number 50, Wyatt Valenta. That's his fourth team foul for the Mustangs. That puts Campbell at the line, and he makes his first. Campbell, just a sophomore, averaging 10.4 points per game for the Hawks. Campbell will shoot a second, and it's good. So Ankeny now leads 38-34. Mustangs need to have a good offensive set this time. They need to see some points coming out of this rotation.
Yeah, this doesn't appear like a team that you're going to be able to come back on if you get down by double digits in the fourth quarter.
Out to Perrin. Oh, nice job by Drew Sorensen just jumping that passing lane. He just anticipated, was able to swipe the ball away from Perrin. We need some help. This is where we're missing Tate Perrin, our point guard, who's out with injury. Just need his ball handling skills. Kaysen unable to complete that play out to Schwantes, who recovered it.
Yeah, great play right there to save that possession. Schwantes on the money right there.
Shot clock down to 15. Heikirchen in the lane, looking out to Kaysen.
A lot of time left. Oh, that was one he could have put up.
Nice ball fake and drive to the basket. Lots of contact, but no foul called.
I don't know how you don't call a charge or a block right there. That's too much.
So Aguirre moved to the basket. He is fouled. Foul is on number 50, Wyatt Valenta, his second, and we're at 5 fouls for the quarter for the Mustangs. So Ankeny Hawks will be shooting free throws from here on out. There's a minute 52 left to go in the quarter. Oh, Aguirre with a rare miss from the free throw line. Checking in for the Hawks, number 5, Luke Anderson, and number 13, Evan Erlmeyer. For the Mustangs, number 10, Cooper Houston, number 30, Mateo Gelota, and number 44, Brody Burke. So Ankeny now extending their lead, 41-34. And Pat, a lot of that has been free throws.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot that in this game right here. They've shot a lot of free throws. We've been doing a little bit on the fouling.
That we've traded baskets, I feel like blow for blow, but it's really been the free throws that Ankeny's had the opportunity to shoot and make. That's been the difference in the third quarter. So Mateo Gelota, I think, stepped out of bounds on the baseline drive there.
This is a big defensive stop needed right here now.
Mustangs setting up trap. Erlmeyer out the outside. Number 11, Dylan Gloviak with three is no good. Rebound, Kyle Kaysen. Cooper Houston is going to set it up.
I like going down low here if we can. We got size advantage down there. At least get the ball down there and see if you can't set yourself up that outside shot.
Yeah, they switched on screens. Oh, yeah, here's Kyle Kaysen with a mismatch as well. Nice move to the basket, Kyle Kaysen. Drew Sorensen came in on the backside help, but Kaysen able to just go over the top. So 5-point game, 41-36 Ankeny lead, under 30 seconds. There's about a 2-3 second difference, shot clock to game clock. So Ankeny will hold for a final shot.
Yeah,
Aguirre with the ball.
And this is a team right here. They could go with like 7 seconds left on the clock and not have a problem.
And that was just a fantastic drive to the basket, kind of maneuvered, weaved his way through Mustang defenders, but foul is on number 44, Brody Burke. That is going to be, I believe, his third. 19 points for Aguirre, and he goes to the line again. There's just been a little bit of inconsistency. You know, it seems like they're calling a lot of.
I'm closing my mouth on it but I'm with you, right?
Yeah.
Because that is with all of the contact on layups that we've seen, and we're going to call that for 3 points.
Yeah, so Aguirre
that's just not right. But
completes the 3-point play with the free throw. Mateo for 3 at the buzzer is no good. So as we close the third quarter, Ankeny extended their lead 44-36. And like we were saying, Pat, blow for blow, basket for basket, I felt like we matched pretty well. The difference was that Ankeny was getting to the line. They were having those free throw opportunities, and they were making them.
Yeah, for sure. And that's the one thing that the Mustangs are going to have to do in this quarter right here to get back in that game, is somehow see if you can't draw a few fouls and see if you can get into the bonus by 4 minutes. I mean, you got an opportunity to win this game. This is far from over.
Yeah. We want to thank our season sponsor, Charter Bank. Charter Bank offers a full line of bank products to fit your needs, including home loans, consumer loans, and business loans, ag loans, checking accounts, savings accounts, and CDs. You can chart your success with Charter Bank. Our 3-point sponsor is 15 Hands Real Estate. And our charge sponsor tonight is Schaefer's Auto Body. Game sponsors are Septagon Construction, 515 Fieldhouse, and Midwest Heritage Bank. So thank you so much to all of our sponsors who help make this live stream possible, as well as our Dallas Tiger Grimes Booster Club and our whole host of volunteers that help make that happen and supporting all of our student athletes. Speaking of the Booster Club, put 2 different dates on your calendar. The first is February 14th, which is the Dallas Center Grimes Booster Club Cake Auction. Presenting sponsor is 15 Hands Real Estate. It will happen here in Meadows Gym. During the girls and boys varsity basketball games. The theme this year is DCG Loves Disney, and you can sign up to bring a cake or register at dcgboosterclub.com. Also, February 20th is our trivia night, so mark your calendars for February 20th from 6 to 9 p.m. at Destination Grill. You can reserve your table at dcgboosterclub.com. Ankeny unable to convert that possession, so the Mustangs have the ball.
You know, going forward until it's a tie game, every possession is an important possession.
Yeah, they're doing a good job face guarding Kyle Kaysen, but Mustangs set up a couple of screens there for him, which I think were effective, but the shot just didn't go down. But we need to also be looking offensively to other players, right?
Absolutely.
It cannot be just like set it up for Kyle and hope that the shot goes in.
Absolutely.
Aguirre from 3 is no good, but rebound Drew Sorensen. He goes back to Aguirre, down low to Clark. Nice move there, but he can't handle. Ball gets away from him. So going the other direction, Kaysen, nice trail down the line from Brody Burke. So out of bounds. Oh, there was a foul called.
Yeah.
So on Anderson on the Hawks. So that's his first of the quarter for the Hawks. Mustangs ball out of bounds. Kyle Kaysen, nice floater. No good. Almost had his own rebound, but instead rebound Aguirre. We are going to need some defensive stops, and then we need to convert on the offensive end if the Mustangs are going to get back into this.
Yeah, it just seems like one of those games that until they get it within 2 points, they can't give another basket up until they get this thing into a one-possession game.
Well, and I feel like Mustangs have gone a little stagnant on offense, so we're going to need to see what they can do to try to free up, maybe find Chase Perrin on the outside again. That was working well in the first half.
And that's going to be the
Drew Sorensen with the shot, no good. He gets his own rebound.
That's a man's rebound right there.
And unable to convert. Rebound by Brody Burke. Mateo Gelota with the ball. And down low, Chase Perrin, he finds the glass over Dylan Globiak. Perrin having a game tonight, 13 points for Perrin.
Yeah, he's got to have a pretty much career high right there for him.
So
but he's only a freshman.
Ankeny is calling timeout. That's going to be a full timeout, so we're going to take a moment to thank our sponsor.
Come bank with your friends and neighbors at Charter Bank.
The service is excellent, the local staff is professional, and customers are treated as human beings in Waukee.
As a retired banker, I know and appreciate the advantages that community banks have over the large impersonal banks. Thanks for everything you have done for us in Johnston.
We started at Charter Bank when we moved to Grimes, and we thoroughly enjoy your services.
I've been waiting 18 years for Charter Bank to come to Ankeny, ever since the bank opened in Johnston.
Chart your success with Charter Bank in Johnston, Grimes, Waukee, and Ankeny.
All right, welcome back to the stable. 5:43 left to go in the game. Ankeny currently leading the Dallas Center Grimes Mustangs 44-38. Timeout was called by Ankeny to regroup on his end, gives the Mustangs a great opportunity to do the same. On the floor for the Mustangs, Kyle Kaysen, Chase Perrin, Mateo Gelota, Brody Burke, and Wyatt Valenta. Again, Mustangs trying to figure out their combinations, missing senior point guard Tate Perrin, who's out with injury.
And right now, Zalota and Kyle Kaysen are the only ones really right now strong enough to handle the ball and get through that defense of Ankeny.
Ankeny almost threw it away there, but able to recover. Tipped by the Mustangs. Oh, long three by Drew Sorensen. Almost fell. Rebound, Mustangs.
Yeah, if you'd have been 3 inches closer, that thing would have gone right through.
Nice move there by Kaysen. Nice strong into the basket.
And there we go. We're not at that one possession game yet, so you got to continue to dive in there and eat into that Hawk lead.
So Kyle Kaysen with 16 points for the Mustangs so far tonight. 4-point differential. They're just chipping away. Student section is finally getting into it. Willing the Mustangs defensively this possession. Shot clock down to 8. Nice move there by Luke Anderson. He kicks it out. Jasani Campbell. Oh, and just brutal after that long defensive stand. Number 11, Dylan Gloviak able to get the rebound. Man, what a defensive stand by the Mustangs to go that full 30 seconds, 35 seconds, and then not get the rebound.
Yeah, and that happens every once in a while when you play that
So
5 out.
hard.
Everybody's on the perimeter right there, and they're playing so close. The only one we had in position to rebound right there was Parent.
Yeah. All right, so mark your calendars. We mentioned it before. Cake auction by the Booster Club is coming up on February 14th. You can find out more information and sign up to bring a cake at DCGBoosterClub.com. This is one of our largest fundraisers that we do of the year. The theme this year is DCG Loves Disney. And if you like trivia, put a team together at Destination Grill on February 20th from 6 to 9 p.m. Is our annual trivia night. There's pizza, salad, and dessert. Cash bar available. You can reserve your table at DCGBoosterClub.com. That's for adults only. Our game sponsors tonight, Septagon Construction, 515 Fieldhouse, and Midwest Heritage Bank. So I like the Mustangs that they've kind of climbed back in. They've got it down to 4 points. They've done that defensively, and I think just working to get a good shot offensively.
Right on, and we've been able to make shots. Hawks are missing shots. But right now they're getting rebounds, getting multiple possessions on each one.
Right, we really need to limit that to just that one possession. That will help us going down the stretch. Just over 4 minutes left to go in the game. Nice dump down to Drew Sorensen. Had all the Mustangs off their feet, and Sorensen able to get the bucket.
That is a great out of the timeout offensive set right there. We drew 3 defenders down there, wide open in the middle. Great job by the Hawks.
Ankeny extends their lead to 6, 46-40.
You got it, yeah.
Yeah, the contact down low. So the foul's going to be on number 5, Luke Anderson. It was on the floor, so Mustangs will take the ball out underneath. It's just the second team foul of the quarter for Ankeny. Checking in for the Mustangs, number 20, Hudson Heigergen. Nice move there by Kyle Kaysen. Again, strong to the basket. So Kaysen now has 18. Again, trimming the lead to 4.
It's going to come down to stops right there. Offensively, I think we can score. The question is, can we stop them, number one, from scoring on the first possession? And if we can't, can we stop them on the second?
Aguirre, man, he does such a good job of finding the open guy. Nice shot there by Campbell, but unable to go. Kaysen with the rebound. Mustangs have the opportunity to make it a one-possession game, and Kaysen to the basket.
Yeah, it's the Kyle Kaysen show now. I mean, everything he's doing defensively, rebounding, all these things are huge.
I mean, he's just a baller, Pat, and so when the game is on the line, he's the kind of player who steps up, is willing to just go right into that role and take over.
Trust a teammate, get ready to drive that ball in, and get into the three-point line. See officials over here watching the bench over here. Tell them to shut down instead of watching the game. It's a good game here.
Aguirre, nice move to the basket. He was fouled by number 50, Wyatt Valenta. So Aguirre will go to the line, which he is such a good free throw shooter.
Yeah.
You know, 82.3% on the season. He's made all but one so far tonight. As we mentioned before, that's really where Ankeny started to extend their lead. It was just back and forth until Ankeny just kept going to the line. And so that's where they've been able to, get that edge on the Mustangs
for sure.
for three free throws. And Aguirre again makes his first. Checking in for the Hawks, number 3, Lemarius Clark. So Aguirre will have one more free throw to complete the play. He's at 21 points on the night, has the opportunity to make it 22, and he does. 2:35 left to go, 4-point lead by the Hawks. Jalota, nice move to the basket and floater.
So Jalota and Kyle Kaysen right there, those are the two that can do that play right there. They're the only one on the floor right now strong enough to make that happen.
Now Mustangs need to have a stop. Good defense. Kaysen on Aguirre. Up top, Gloviak. Out to Campbell. To Sorensen now. He's going to think it over. Hands up for Hudson Heigerken. Switch. Shot clock under 10. Aguirre, nice dump down to Clark. And a block. Chase Perrin with his second block of the night.
He might not have that for the rest of his career.
DCG with the opportunity to tie or take the lead on
There,
this
he
possession.
earned that.
Chase Perrin for 3. Oh, you just thought that you knew that moment was going to come, but
that shot
not
is
drop.
the one that they got to trust the teammate. If he gets that again, he'll knock it down.
So Mustangs trailing by 2, 1:24 left to go in the game. Aguirre, nice help defense there, but he's able to take it up off the glass. What a great shot.
God, he is good with a capital G.
Yep, 24 points for Aguirre tonight. Mateo up top to Perrin.
You don't have to get stuck on the three-point shot right here.
So to Kaysen, Sorensen helps out. He dumps to the far side. Wyatt Valenta with the basket, so it brings it back within 2. Timeout Mustangs.
And that's trusting a teammate right there because everybody's right there. That's why it's so important for everybody to be that offensive threat and be willing to pull the trigger.
Well, and we talked to Pat, like, how do the Mustangs get back in this game? We said they need to be getting some defensive stops, and they need to offensively be looking for those good shots. Everybody getting involved in the offense, obviously led by Kyle Kaysen.
Oh, absolutely. They're the gunners. I mean, that's the way it's going to be. But they're saying the same thing on the Hawks as well. These are our guys. This is who got us here. This is what we're going with. But everybody can go to them offensive boards like they're doing right now, and that's where if you're one of the other 2 or 3 players that's not crashing, you got an opportunity to score right there.
Well, and fewer fouls this
for
quarter.
sure.
In the second quarter, that was really where Ankeny was able to capitalize. We mentioned it already. They were able to get to the line. They made so many of their free throws, and that's where the lead. All of a sudden, we went up. They were up 7. And Mustangs able to get back into it. What we need to do is be able to play really strong defense without committing the fouls and putting them at the line.
Yeah, so I think if you're if you're the Hawks right now, you probably limit possessions, 35 seconds. I'm probably going to take as much of this clock off as I can, and definitely not going to go right to the hoop right now.
Yeah.
So
use the clock and force the Mustangs to foul you. Force the Mustangs to put you on the line.
Yeah.
Or burn their fouls and have a reset on the clock each time. So.
And Mustangs, you do not want to foul right now, and everybody should be crashing the boards.
So under 50 seconds to go. Ankeny leading by 2. Aguirre with the ball up top. Aguirre, nice block. Oh, and a block. Oh, off. So blocked by Mustangs, but it goes off the Mustangs out of bounds. So 22 seconds left to go on the shot clock. Good defensive set by the Mustangs there. We need to do that again. Ball is going up top to Sorensen.
Well, they did exactly what I said they shouldn't, or they weren't going to do, and that's go to take it right to the hoop.
Now it's down to 12. Aguirre one-on-one with Kaysen. Nice move to the basket. He's fouled.
Oh, my God.
But the ball does not go in. Foul called on number 12, Kyle Kaysen.
That is really hard at this point of the game. That's tough.
So the basket did not go, so Aguirre will have 2 shots at the line. In and out.
I think right now, Mustangs, you go for that quick 2 right there, set your press up, see if you can't get a turnover, and start playing the game.
Number 3, Lamarius Clark, checks in for the Hawks. He's been the main person defense on Kyle Kaysen. Also checking in for us, number 22, Chase Perrin. Aguirre misses the second free throw, which is just unheard of. He is so money from the free throw line and has been all night.
Yeah.
So it's an opportunity for Dallas Center Grimes to tie or take the lead in this possession. Mateo Gelota with the ball. He's stopped by Sorensen. Out to Kaysen. Timeout, Mustangs. 9.4 seconds left to go on the clock. It's coming down to the last second shot, Pat.
Well, we love it, right? So do you have the guts to go for the 3, to set that up? I think if you can get that slash for 2, you go ahead and take it. But it's got to be 5 seconds or less when you start that drive in. Otherwise, you leave Ankeny 4 seconds to get down court, and they will get down court.
Yeah, so 9.4 left on the clock. Ankeny leading by 2, 50-48.
You know, we just had the drive down here where on the drive they called the foul.
Yep.
On this other side down here, you got to think if there's body contact, they're going to call that as well.
You got to think.
Well, I mean, stranger things have happened, but if there's no foul, there's no foul. But drive the ball into the body, force that contact, and force that call if it's a drive. But right now, I like the 3.
Here's what you know about Joel Rankin. He's got plays in his pocket.
Oh, yeah.
Up his sleeve, he's got all kinds of tricks.
Yep, they're everywhere.
Literally, he always, whenever you see him, he's got about, 7 to 10 pieces of paper just floating around him, and it's just plays that he just comes up with in his head. So you know that he's going to have something. Gelota all the way to the basket. Floater, no good. Rebound, jump ball. Man, I thought that was in.
Yeah,
I thought he had the angle, and I thought that was in on the drive by Mateo, but it was a jump ball.
That was a.
The possession is with DCG, so there's 2.3 seconds.
This is our first jump ball of the game.
That's incredible.
So we had the possession at the beginning of the game. Ankeny got it at the beginning of the first half. That's playing a possession. That's a point of this game right here. Huge.
Wow, so 2.3 seconds left to go. Final mentions of our sponsor. We want to thank Charter Bank for being our season-long sponsor, 15 Hands Real Estate for our 3-point sponsor, Schaefer's Auto Body, who is our charge sponsor, and tonight's game sponsors, Septagon Construction, 515 Fieldhouse, and Midwest Heritage Bank. We are not able to do what we do without them, so thank you so much, as well as to our DCG Booster Club for making this live stream available free of charge, and to our amazing production staff, Mike Bynum behind the controls tonight, who always does such a fantastic job, and then for myself, Christine Magason and Pat O'Brien. Thanks for being with us through this live stream. The next 2.3 seconds, we said, Pat, like we talked to Carter in the spotlight during the girls' game. He said it. We talked about it in the pregame. Yep. It was going to come down to the wire and down to the last second shot, and that is true. So Dallas Center Grimes will take the ball out underneath their basket. Mateo Gelota with the ball underneath. Getting set up. They'll run their play. There's a lob up over the top. I don't know who that was intended for. I'm not sure exactly.
Sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. I mean, that's just the way it goes. We weren't able to get that in, and we didn't have any more timeouts left to call a timeout. Great game right there by both teams right there.
Yeah, so your final from the stable, Ankeny Hawks 50, Dallas Center Grimes Mustangs 48. Ankeny Hawks now move to 6-6 on the season. Dallas Center Grimes moved to 7-4. Again, this is a non-conference game, just a nice break in the middle of our conference season. We will continue and resume conference play moving forward. But thanks to the Ankeny Hawks for tuning in tonight and coming to the stable for this non-conference battle between the two teams. Man, we said it was going to come down to a last-second shot, and it did.
Yeah.
So
you can't ask for anything more, really.
No.
I mean, that's what it is right there. You want those. You're going to need that at the end of the year, the ability to score, the ability. And this was a strong team. I don't know as anybody else that we've played that I've seen that this is that strong physically throughout the entire team that they have.
Absolutely. Great game tonight. Mustangs just fall barely to Ankeny Hawks 50-48. Thanks for tuning in tonight. Thanks again to our sponsors, Charter Bank, 15 Hands Real Estate, Schaefer's Auto Body, Septagon Construction, 515 Fieldhouse, Midwest Heritage Bank. I'm Christine Megason, and for Pat O'Brien and producer Mike Bynum. Thanks so much for tuning in to the live stream. We'll see you next time here at the Stables. Go Mustangs.